pretty interesting what you find out metal detecting, because it tells a big story. Where I am now, I used to hunt quite a lot. I don't hunt anymore, and I used to hunt with archery equipment. I've been an archer and a bow hunter now, or an archer for 22 years, so since I was 6 years old. So a very long time. Anyway, someone else has had the same idea. They've come up here and they've been bow hunting, and they've come up here with an arrow. That's a full metal jacket, so that arrow is worth like 18 bucks, I think, and they broke it. And the broadhead, I think that's a Aztec, I think, not 100%, single bevel broadhead, but that's like a $30 arrow probably, all in. And I just found it lying right there on the surface. G'day guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. I'm doing something that feels really different. Last night I had a dream. In this dream I recognised some landmarks in my local area, and it just sort of triggered something in me when I woke up. I just had this sudden realisation that there quite possibly could be gold in that location. So either one of four things is happening. Either I'm out here doing a fool's errand trying to find gold from my brain hallucinating. Two, the gold fever has eroded the logic part of my brain, and now I am just, I don't know, out here wasting my time in sort of some kind of crazy manic state. Three, I've got some sort of prophecy skills where I'm going to come out here and find gold. Or four, I might have the thing that I might have had a moment like what firefighters and police officers do, where they get feelings about certain situations when they happen. I'm hoping it's the last one because it'd be really cool. But we're on the creek. I just came to where the landmarks were, and I checked Google Maps to see if there was any creek systems around it, and there was, this one. I wasn't sure if there was going to be any water on it, hence why I bought the detector. And all I can hope is that I'm out here for a couple of hours in the morning where I will find some gold. We've had really big thunderstorms the last few days, and luckily for me, that has created a few little pools of water, which means I can do some crevicing. I just had the detector on. I got a really faint signal out of here, and that just, well, I'm hoping that there's going to be cracks like this in under that gap, or under that slimy moss stuff. It's very highly mineralized, the ground too. The detector was telling me that it's got like 4 bars of mineralization out of 5, so it's hot ground, which is the right geology for gold, so my premonition might be right. This huge rock just broke off, and it was sitting up like this, and I've just flopped it straight forward, and you can see the river pebble down there. That's always a good sign for crevicing. Now I know, and a lot of people watching this know, that the first pan, irrespective of how good it looks, and not every crevice will hold gold. So this is a big test. Do I have psychic dream powers, or have I gone crazy? I hope I have psychic dream powers. That would be awesome. Alright. Be nice just to see some heavies in there, ironstone or black sand even. Oh, there's gold! gold! It's tiny, but there's gold there. Oh, I really hope you can see that on camera. They are two micro dots right there, just above my finger. Oh, there's gold on this creek. There's gold on this creek. There's gold on this creek. This is insane. There's gold on this creek. Well, that just changes everything, because that wasn't even a really good crevice. I am still in shock. I can't believe that I've literally just walked onto a creek with no research, just my brain saying that, oh, that's probably a likely spot. And all it did was give me landmarks. It's not like I even dreamt that they were like exactly where to go. I had to figure that out. It's unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous. I hope there's good gold on here and not just micro stuff. So, a little bit of a tip. If you're on a new creek, I find the best way to find out if there is any gold there is the crevice, because a crevice gives you sort of like a concentrated microcosm of the type of gold that's there. So it'll give you this really good indication of the size of gold, the type, like is it just like Reedy Creek, really fine alluvial gold, or is it really chunky like out in Bendigo? Because these things will tell you sort of where to look. If you're getting really ultra fine gold, you know that you're going to have to dig deep, because it's going to sink to the very bottom. It's going to get between all the gaps in the stones. As larger bits will get hung up on almost anything, so you might find them just in the surface gravels, especially after a flood, just sitting in amongst big rocks. So crevicing is a great way of figuring out what kind of gold is in your area. Second pan on Dream Creek. We'll find out if the gold is just nano micro dots or if it's something bigger. Oh yeah, look at that. There is a little bit there. Alright, it's not huge, but you should be able to see it on camera. There we go. One very shiny little bit of gold. So it's here, and it's in bigger sizes than what I was getting before. I wonder if I can pick it up. I can. It's only tiny though. Little tootsie bit. Second pan. And all I can hope for is that this creek has chunks. The area that we're in, I've actually prospected this area a fair bit, not here, but within about 10 kilometres of here. And there's certain systems that are fed by old reefs that were mined out back in the day in the 1800s. And they've got some coarse gold in them, you know, like they've got some real nice coarse gold in them. So I'm hoping it's the same geology, same bedrock. That bodes well. I've done about 4 pans now. I cleaned out this crack here, and there wasn't any gold in that whole crack, except for one micro dot over there, and that little chunk you saw over there. Now, I come just up here back to where I first started, and I broke apart this section which looked like that rough stuff just there, and it was all through that. So I broke that up, and I pulled out another nice little speck. So it's making me think that the gold here could potentially be coarse, because all those bits are not flat, they're quite round and lumpy. So I've just got to find a spot where it's concentrated on some really rough bedrock like that. I'm still working up there with that big rock I just flipped up. It looks all shiny on the right hand side. Try to get down to the bottom, still can't get it. Pulled out a few shoddy pellets. I'm getting about 1 speck per pan, but this is the first pan that I managed to get more than 1 speck. So the gold is definitely here, and it's actually pretty decent. So I just got to find a nice concentrated pocket. Today I'm not going to search too hard. I haven't got all day, haven't got that much more time left, so I'm going to just keep working where I am, see if I can't tap out on the bottom of that bedrock, and then hopefully pull out some more gold. It is such an uncomfortable temperature right now. It's like 30 degrees, raining, humid as. It's disgusting. So hopefully all this suffering will find some gold, because I found this crack. Another spot. And yet another breaker bar job. And now that it's raining, all the rocks are really slippery, which is just awesome. That was hard yakko. I had to get that out, and the only bit that was exposed was just there. That was the only thing sticking above the water. Talk about an iceberg. It took freaking ages. That one, and that one all had to come out. But now I'm getting some good dirt, and it's really deep, that crevice surrounded by bedrock. So if there's not gold in this, I'll be surprised. Here we go. Last pan. Before I walk back out. I'm happy I found gold. So hopefully there'll be one more bit to see me off. And we can call it a very successful day if there is. And if there's not, it still was successful. Came to a random creek and found gold, eh? Nothing. After all that work, not a speck. Well, what an interesting spot. I have found gold. Not very much. Just a couple of specks that you saw on camera. So I'm not even going to bother putting them in a pan. I found like 5 bits. But I came to a random creek with no research just because I had a freaking dream about a landmark and that there was really good gold there, and I went up here and struck it rich and it was awesome. But that's not what happened. I didn't end up striking it rich. I just found gold, and I think that's awesome. I can't believe, I actually cannot believe that there was gold here. That was the last thing I expected to happen. Thanks for watching this random, crazy, kind of psychic video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope to catch you out here sometime, and I will put the gold in a pan for you at the end. So, as always, check out this gold.